I was wrong, I hurt you, you didn't deserve that. But days turned into nights, nights turned into emotional chaos, and silence became your only answer. And in that silence, you forgot the most important thing. You don't need closure from the one who broke you to heal. You have the power to create it yourself. You see, we grow up believing that closure is a conversation, that it's two people sitting across a table, emotions spilling, truths being told, tears falling, and then somehow it makes everything okay. But the truth is that fantasy rarely happens. People ghost you, they lie, they blame, they run. And you're left sitting with questions echoing in your mind, like an unanswered prayer. Was I not enough? Did I do something wrong? Did they ever really care? But let me ask you this. Why are you placing your healing in the hands of someone who couldn't even hold your heart with care? Imagine this. You've spent months building a business, working day and night. Then your partner suddenly walks out without a word, no explanation, no goodbye, just gone. Do you shut down the business and wait for them to come back and explain? No. You learn, you re-strategize, you rebrand, and you move on. Why? Because what you built deserves to continue. Even if they bailed, your life is the same. You are the brand. Don't let someone else's emotional immaturity bankrupt your peace. Closure isn't found in their apology. It's found in your decision to move forward. Remember that friend who stopped talking to you after you refused to do them a favor? You replayed the conversation, you doubted yourself, you tried to understand what went wrong. But sometimes people leave not because of what you did, but because of who they are. And here's the secret no one tells you. Closure doesn't always come from a conclusion. Sometimes it comes from acceptance. Accepting that they were only meant to be a chapter, not your entire story. You can't keep asking for clarity from someone who thrives on confusion. You can't keep hoping that one day they'll see your worth when they were blind to it while they had you. You need to stop opening the door to pain disguised as unfinished business. The business is finished. They just didn't have the courage to sign off properly. One woman I met, her fiancé left her 2 weeks before the wedding. No warning, no letter, just disappeared. For months she blamed herself, wondered if she pushed too hard, if she was too ambitious, too independent, too much. But the day she stopped waiting for his explanation was the day she started living again. She threw away the wedding dress, started a business, traveled solo across 5 countries. Today, she says, the day he left me was the day I found myself. That's what happens when you create your own closure. You stop asking why they did it and start answering what you will do with it. Your peace of mind is not a group project. You don't need their signature to release yourself from pain. Think about the coworker who took credit for your idea. You kept quiet, thinking maybe they'd confess, maybe they'd clear your name. But they didn't. So you stood up, not by calling them out, but by consistently delivering results that could never be denied. That's self-made closure. That's saying you don't get to define my narrative, I do. You're not weak for wanting answers. You're human. But you become powerful when you say, even if I never get the answers, I will still rise. Creating your own closure means giving yourself the apology they never gave. It means writing down every reason why you deserve better and reading it until you believe it. It means taking that pain and turning it into purpose. One girl was left by a guy she loved deeply. No text, no goodbye, nothing. She cried for weeks. Until one day she took the messages, the pictures, everything, and burned them in a metal box. Not out of hate, but as a ritual, a ceremony. She said, this isn't revenge, this is release. She didn't need his sorry, she needed her soul back. Closure is when you stop replaying what they did, and start focusing on what you'll do with your life now. It's cooking your favorite meal alone and realizing it tastes better when you're at peace. It's watching that Netflix show you both loved and not feeling pain anymore. Just pride that you survived the storm. It's hearing their name in a room and not flinching because you've healed beyond recognition. Your closure doesn't need to be poetic. It doesn't need to be Instagrammable. Sometimes it's just getting out of bed, choosing to smile again, falling back in love with your life, one deep breath at a time. Because real closure is never a conversation. It's a transformation. And baby, you're the one writing the ending now. They hurt you, they left you, they underestimated you. And now every part of you wants to look back, to check their profile, to stalk their stories, to see if they miss you. But let me tell you something fierce, something bold. You were not made to look back at what broke you. You were made to level up so hard that even your past can't recognize you anymore. Leveling up is not about revenge. It's not about making them jealous. It's not about proving anything to anyone else. It's about proving one thing to yourself, that you are bigger than the betrayal, stronger than the silence, and more powerful than any heartbreak they ever caused you. Think of a snake. When it grows, it sheds its skin, painfully, uncomfortably, but it doesn't try to crawl back into it. It doesn't drag its old skin along, it lets it go. Because staying in something too small will kill you faster than outgrowing it. You feel stuck because you keep watching the door that closed. But here's the truth, your life is not a revolving door. You are not meant to go in circles with people who left you confused, drained, and questioning your worth. You are meant to evolve. Imagine this. A girl gets dumped over a text. No explanation, just 5 words. I think we're too different. And it hits her like a truck. She cries, she breaks, but then she stops. She starts waking up early, she signs up for boxing, she begins journaling, she lands a promotion. She smiles deeper. One day she passes him in the street, he double takes, but she doesn't. Because when you level up, they can't look you in the eyes anymore. Not because you're angry, but because they know you became everything they didn't believe you could be. You can't grow in the same soil that poisoned you. Some people only came into your life to show you who not to be, what not to accept, and what never to settle for again. Your job is not to water dead plants. Your job is to plant yourself in environments where you can flourish. There's this woman I know, an artist. Her fiancé left her right after she quit her job to pursue her passion full-time. He said, "You're chasing a fantasy." She could have gone back to the corporate world, but she didn't. She used every tear to paint. She sold one piece for $200, 0 cents. Then $2, 0 cents. Then one went viral. Today she's featured in global galleries. People ask her if she's angry at him. She says, "No, I thank him. He walked out and I walked in to the woman I was always meant to become." Leveling up is not loud. It's quiet. It's choosing the salad over the takeout. It's choosing peace over chaos. It's reading that book instead of texting him back. It's hitting the gym when your body screams, "Stay in bed." It's every boring decision that leads to a glamorous transformation. You can't keep scrolling through his new girl's profile while pretending you're healed. You can't keep replaying that conversation in your head like it's going to end differently. You can't keep shrinking yourself to fit into chapters you've already outgrown. Let it go, let them go, because where you're headed, they can't come. There was a time you begged for love. Now you set standards.